It's the second race on day 2 of the festival. It's the RSA Novices Chase. And to me, despite the fact that there's not an abundance of runners, I think we've got a field of 10. It's probably one of the most open and competitive races of the 4-day meeting. Champ's the current favourite around 7-2. Probably a worthy favourite, but personally one that's worth taking on. His jumping's a little bit lacklustre at times, and going left-handed, he doesn't have the best record. Also, going around Cheltenham, he's not putting the most, I guess, perfect performances. And for that alone, I think in a race that's as competitive as this, you have to take on the favourite. Manila Indo hasn't really done much wrong, won at the festival last year. Again, represents the big yard of Henry de Bromhead and Rachel Blackmore. To me, a lot of people are talking about Rachel Blackmore as being able to bag handfuls of winners here at the 4-day meeting. I don't particularly see it like that. I think that every ride she has, there's probably a better horse in the race. But if I had to put my money on it, I'd rather say this is probably one of her more likely chances of riding a winner. Saying that, Copperhead has come in for a bit of support. You've obviously got to respect a Colin Tizard runner, especially when they're on such a long winning run. And again, Allaho from Willie Mullins can't be dismissed either. A case could easily be made for the majority of them. If I had to put my money on one of the more fancied runners, personally it'd be Manila Indo, but I think at 7-2 it's perhaps a little bit too short. So with all that in mind, I'm going to throw one out there that's perhaps a little bit out of left field, and I'm going to go with Slate House. It's one of those horses that, if his jumping holds up, is probably one of the best horses in the race. It's mixed it with some really good types in the past. It's won round here at Cheltenham before. It won't mind the ground. And what is it now? 16-1. I think that's probably a little bit overpriced. Obviously, bookies are going to be paying the first 3 past the post, and I can't see the first 3 places being taken by any of the top 4 or 5 in the market. One of the outsiders is going to sneak in there somewhere. And to me, based on form, based on ability to go well round here at Cheltenham, despite the fact his jumping's not all great, if he manages to put in a much better performance jumps-wise, I think Slate House is going to be right up there when it comes to the end. So Slate House for me, each way at 16-1, in what was a really competitive race, and it's a tentative tip, I must admit.